And good morning, fourth grade students. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. Welcome to Eureka Math. What does Eureka mean in English? It's a Latin phrase. It means I found it. And what have we found? We have found the best way to learn math, and that's even more important and valuable than gold itself. Okay. Our objective: use place value understanding to fluently add. Looks like we're doing some adding. Multi-digit whole numbers using the standard addition algorithm, and apply the algorithm to solve word problems using tape diagrams. First off, though, we're going to start with some fluency practice, and we're going to round to different place values. Let's look at our first number, 3,941. Okay? How many thousands are there? 3, right? Let's go ahead and make our vertical number line, because we're going to be rounding to the nearest thousand, okay? So we know there's 3,000, so we're going to start at 3,000. We're rounding to the nearest thousand, so we're going to go up to 4,000, right? So our vertical number line should look something like this. All right, now we need a midpoint. What's halfway between 3,000 and 4,000? Well, we have 3,000, 4,000. Think about kind of as 30 and 40. Halfway between 30 and 40 would be 35. So 3,500 works nicely there. Now, where would we place 3,941 on the number line? Is it greater than 3,500? Is it less? It looks like it's greater, 3,395. So we're going to put it all the way up here, 3,941. And then we could write down that 3,941 rounded to the nearest thousand is 4,000. Voila. Let's try another number, and we'll do 74,621, and we're going to round to the nearest 10,000. So I know that the 7 will either stay as 7 or go up to 8, and all of these numbers will be 0. So let's make our vertical number line. And because we're rounding to the nearest 10,000, we're going to start at 70,000. We'll start at that 7. And up top, we'll add 10,000, 70 to 80,000. Okay, now what's the halfway point between 70,000 and 80,000? Well, halfway point between 70 and 80 is 75. We're just adding on the 1,000. But where's 74,621 going to find itself on this number line? Is it greater than the midpoint, 75,000, or less than the midpoint of 75,000? Well, we can see 7, 7, 4, 5. Whoop, that's greater. So that must be where it goes on the number line. It's closer to 70,000 than it is to 80,000. So we could say 74,621 rounded to the nearest 10,000 is indeed 70,000, okay? Let's do the next one in our head without the vertical number line, with our mind. In my mind. So 681,904 rounded to the nearest 100,000, okay? So the nearest 100,000. So we know it's got to be between 600,000 and 700,000. What we need to determine is if this is closer to 700,000 or 600,000. Think about it. All these are going to be zeros, but think about that 8. That's going to make it round up. The 6 is not going to stay the same. It's going to round up because 8 is greater than 5. It's 5 or greater, right? So we're going to make this 700,000. And there you have it. Okay, time for our application problem. It's a real world problem is how we define these application problems. And boy, this is a long one. Lots going on. I'm going to zoom out, so you're going to have to really read along with me to do this problem correctly. Let's find out what we do know. We do know that Meredith kept track of the calories she consumed for 3 weeks. And we're going to circle 3. Maybe that'll come into play, maybe not. The first week, she consumed 12,490 calories. I'm going to circle 12,490. The second, typo, that's okay. The second, we'll make that a D. The second week, 14,295 calories. And the third week, 11,116 calories. What we need to find out is about how many calories did Meredith consume altogether. Okay, and then they're asking us some more. Remember about rounding, which of these estimates will produce a more accurate answer? Rounding to the nearest 1,000 or rounding to the nearest 10,000? Explain. We've got a lot of explaining to do, Lucy. All right, so let's see what happens here. We round all these. We're going to make a tape diagram. Hi, tape diagram. And we're counting calories, something Mr. Lega could stand doing. There's our calories. Let's see what we got. First week, 12,490. Second week, 14,295. Third week, 11,116 calories. Okay, now we're going to round. First of all, we're going to round to the nearest 1,000. Okay, or should we do 10,000 first? What does it say? Round to the, yeah, let's do thousands first. So I'm going to underline the thousands, just make some little notes there. So I know my first digit will be, my first rounding will be to the nearest 1,000. And that says 1,000. So we have 12,490. Is that closer to 12,000 or 13,000? Think about it. We have that 4 here. Is that less than 5? It sure is. So we're going to round down to 12,000 plus. How about here, 14,000? Is this going to be closer to 14,000 or 15,000? Well, look, this is less than 5, so it's going to come out to 14,000. Then we have this last one. 11,116, is it closer to 11,000 or 12,000? Well, it's only 116, definitely lower than 500, the midpoint, so this is going to round to 11,000. Okay, now let's get our magic pen blue this time. Haha, blue. And we're going to look at it like this. Nearest 10,000, okay? And I'll put 10,000. Okay, so we have 10,000 here. Is this closer to 10,000 or is it closer to 20,000? Well, 12 is closer to 10, isn't it? So it's going to be 10,000. How about this? 14,000. Is this, so we're rounding to the nearest 10,000. Is 14 closer to 10,000 or 20,000? Well, it's going to be the 10,000. And how about over here, the 11,116? Well, 11 is definitely closer to 10 than it is to 20, so this must be 10,000. Let's go ahead and add this one up. What's 10 plus 10 plus 10? 30. So there's 30,000. And how about over here? We have 12 plus 14 plus 11,000. I'm just going to go like this. 12, 14, 11, and I'll add these together. 6, there's 7. 37. So this equals 37,000. My goodness. We need to explain this? Well, I think we could say rounding, and let's all write this together. Rounding to a smaller unit, like thousands compared to 10,000, will always make the, you can always pause this, estimate closer to the actual answer. And we're explaining why this is so. So, Meredith consumed, or ate, about 37,000 calories. So there's our answer. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this so you can copy that a little nicer. There we go. That's what we got going on. Boy, that was a really long application problem. So I'm going to keep up there for a little bit. You can always pause this if need be. And let's go on with our concept development. And we're going to be using our scratch paper packet that's on your desk for this, but we're going to return to our packet, which is that. So, time for a little concept development. And I'm going to take this off. We're going to come back to do this problem later on. So, let's take a look at our first addition problem, our multi-digit number addition. Woo, I like that. There we go. Move that a little bit. Zoom out. Here we go. All right. So we'll say that 3,134 plus 2,493. So let's first off write a tape diagram to show this problem, what it's all about. I know we could probably do this, but let's draw that tape diagram just so we get an idea, okay? Of what's happening here. So we have two numbers. $3,134 plus 2,493. And we know when we add these together, we'll get A for an answer. Okay? Now that we've done that, we see it as a tape diagram, we're going to get a little crazy, and we're going to do something else. We're going to draw some place value discs. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So I'm going to do a 4-place value chart. We'll do ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, okay? So let's start off with our number 3,134. 3,000, remember these? 130. It's a thing of beauty. 3,134. Can you see it? Tilt in a little bit, tilt down, excuse me. And then zoom in. There we go. I like that even better. All right, so now we're going to add this digit, or this number, excuse me. 2,493. 2,493. There's our 90, and there's our 3. So here we have it. 3,134 and 2,493. We're ready to do a little addition now, okay? Let's just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Now, what do we got going over here in the tens column, baby? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't put a 12 there. That won't make any sense. So what I'm going to have to do is circle 10 of these and shift them over to the hundreds. Because remember, 10 tens equals 100. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll circle 10 of these bad boys. And we'll say, see ya, out of the tens column you go, and into 100 column. So how many tens are we left over with? 1, 2. Now, we're in the hundreds realm. The realm of 100. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll go over to our thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this is our answer. 5,627. Let's take a look at the standard algorithm. The standard algorithm. Go like this. 4 plus 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 9 plus 3. We have 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to put my 2 there, but where do I put my 1? Well, when we do Eureka math, we put our 1 right there. Not on top, right down there. Take a look. So it's 1 plus 4 is 5, plus another 1 is 6. And I better make these commas look more like commas so as not to confuse them with 1s. And then 3 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5. Drop down my comma, and there we have it. 5,627, 5,627. So we can see that our answer up here would be 5,627. Let's take another look at another problem on our scratchety scratch paper. And Mr. Leggett's going to get a new piece of scratchety scratch paper because that one has ink marks all over that. But yours shouldn't, because you've been using pencil. Remember, boys and girls, we always do math in pencil. Okay, let's take a look at another one. 40,762 plus 30,473. Oops, plus sign. New terrible looking plus sign. Now we gotta go look at plus sign. First thing we're gonna do is make our tape diagram. You've heard of masking tape, you've heard of scotch tape, you've heard of painter's tape, but this is a tape diagram. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. We have 40,762. Whoops, 762. Let's start anew. 40,762 plus 30,473. And when we add these together, I'm going to put my bracket down here because I don't have any room, we'll get our answer. Okay? First thing, let's go to a place value chart. We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So it looks like it's going to be 5 spaces. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then what we'll do is we'll go 1, 10, hundreds, thousands. And remember in our test they went like this? Wasn't that nice? 10,000 on our test last Friday, our assessment. So now let's start making some place value discs. Okay, first one's 40,762. How many 10,000s? 4. How many thousands? Think about it. How many? If you said to yourself 0, you're right. How many hundreds? 7 of those. How many tens? 6. How many ones? 2. So there we have it. 40,762. Let's do 30,473. So we have 30,000, that's 3 10,000s, 0 thousands, 4 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all those hundreds. We have 6 tens. Look at all those tens. And finally, we have 3 ones. So let's get busy and start adding these place value discs. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I can't put 12 in there. Looks like I'll have to do some grouping. Time to round up some place value disc. It's the big place value disc roundup, Tex. Okay, so we had 6 here. I need 4 more to get to 10. So I'm going to round up these 4 and shift them over to the hundreds ranch. I'm maintaining that cowboy theme. So I only have 2 left. All these are goodbye. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they're gone. They're over here. 10 tens equals 100. So I'm only left with 2 tens. Just 2. Lots of hundreds to deal with, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another 12. Can't put the number 12 here. We only allow for 1 digit. So let's see what we got going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need, 5. Oh yeah, that 5 came over there. Ding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to round up 5 from here. And these 5 are going to be not rounded up. I'm pretending that they're like we're putting them in a cage or something. And we're saying, you boys go over to the 1,000 ranch. Okay, so it looks like I'm left with 200s. 200s. How many thousands do I have? Well, looks like I only got that 1,000 because remember, 10 hundreds, you make 1,000, okay? Did I make a mistake somewhere along the line? I think I did, boys and girls. I did. You know what I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 7 10s here. Uh-oh. I'll put that one right up there. So this should be 3. Huh. Got to be slow down a little bit, Miss Leggett. You're having too much coffee. So then I have 1,000 left, so I'm going to put the 1 there. And now it's up to count the 10,000s. Oh, and it looks like here comes our good friend, Calculating Cat, to count the 10,000s. Are you ready, Calculating Cat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He says there's 7. Do we agree with him? Good job, Calculating Cat. 7,125. Yes, okay, Calculating Cat. No, stop that. I know you love math, but leave this alone. Yeah. All right, now let's do the standard algorithm over here. 2 plus 3 is 5. What we have over here is 6 plus 7. That's where Mr. Leggett messed up, kind of, or he did mess up. Not kind of, he messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, who knows what I was thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I didn't put 7 there. So 6 plus 7. Well, 6 and 7 is 13. Going to bring the 1 over, right? There's our 1. I'll make those commas look a little more comma-esque. So 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 1 would be 12. And then I'm going to bring my 1 over here because I don't have a 12 there. 0 plus 0 is 0, plus the 1 is 1. And 4 plus 3 is 7. And take a look at this. We got an answer on the place value charts or using the standard algorithm. Let's move on. And I want you to try to use these on your own with just using the standard algorithm, okay? So here we go. We're going to do 207,426 plus 128,744. Our next problem will be, oh, we're just doing that problem? Huh, okay. We're not going to do the place value chart, but we are going to make a tape diagram. So we're adding 207,426 plus 128,744, and this will give us an answer, okay? So I want you to do this one on your own. Pause the tape, and then I'll work it out with you. But go ahead and pause the tape, finish it up, and we'll go from there, okay? Well, Mr. Leggett takes another bite of his oatmeal. Okay, welcome back. Hope you got the problem solved. Here we go. Let's do this. 6 plus 4, well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 0 there, but where do I put the 1? Right over here. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus the other one is 7. 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where do I put the 1? Right under here. 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Put my 1 underneath here. 2 plus 1 is 3. And remember, the 1 goes right there, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So we get 336,170. Hope you got that one right. Let's go back to our packet and our big word problem. And let's start underlining what we know and what we need to find out. The Lane family took a road trip. Well, by golly, that's something we do know. During the first week, they drove 907 miles. I'm going to circle that 907 because that's something else we know. The second week, they drove the same amount, but as the first week, plus an additional 279 miles, something else we know. We know they drove 907 miles the first week, and the same amount as the first week, plus an additional 297 miles. what we need to find out is how many miles do they drive the second week? Dun dun dun. First thing we're going to do is we are going to make a tape diagram, boys and girls. Love making tape diagrams. How much did they drive the first week? Let's look back at our notes. Look at our notes. How much did they drive that first week? I hope you said 907 because that's how much they did. And what we're going to put, we're going to go bracket here and put 907. And this is, yep, we're going to put an M here. Do you know what the M stands for? Millhouse? No. Do you know what the M stands for? Mickey Mouse? No, that would be two M's. What does the M stand for? Miles? That's correct. So 907 miles week 1. Week 2 is 297. So no, we need to add these two together in order to find out how many miles they drove that second week. Or the second week. So let's add them up. Add them up. Okay, we're going to go 907 plus 297. All right? I'd like you to try to do this on your own. Do the addition on your own, okay? If not, follow along. If you are doing it on your own, do the addition, then check back to make sure you got it right. Here we go. 7 plus 7, well, so what's 7 times 2? 14. Bring my 1 right here. 9 plus 1, 9, 10. Hey, there we go. Put another 1 over here. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus that 2 is 12. And now we can put the 12 there because there's no other space to go. So we have 1,204. We've read, we drew, we wrote. Let's write, we haven't written the Lane family. $1,204 miles during the second week of their road. I'm running out of room. Trip. Ah, what a wonderful road trip it was. Nobody got sick. All right. So now that you've done your packet, make sure your name is on it. You can take your packet and put it in the blue bin and then log on to Zern.